doing the things that you see advertised in BET and things of this type. They need to come back and have a feeling of self-esteem, feelings of self-worth. Realize that there's a purpose in life other than what they think it is, you see, and feel that there's an obligation, that there's a meaningful purpose in life, that you are obligated to better yourself and better your race and then better mankind. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but try to accomplish all of them as much as you possibly can. I'm not clairvoyant. I have no special message I can offer the young people other than to say have feelings of self-esteem, you see, and get away from this shucking and jiving and being disrespectful to themselves and men being disrespectful to their women. Calling them bitches and calling them whores and promoting them on these BET videos as if they're prostitutes and whores and women of low esteem. Black women ought not allow themselves to be treated that way, and black men ought to stop talking and treating women that way. And then maybe somehow we can have enough dignity by which we can do what Charlie Houston always said, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. In a lot of ways, we are still living on our knees. We are still shackling ourselves. We're still chaining our minds as if we were still in slavery. And the only way you can be free is to be a part of some kind of decision-making process that affects the quality of your life. And the only way you can do that is to be leaders in the community. But as long as you are not a leader to the community and then somebody else make decisions for you that's going to impact the quality of your life, then you cannot at the same time say that you're free.
And you think that all of them should be ready to participate this season in these political campaigns that are coming up?
They need a vote. They need to participate in the political campaigns because this is one of the few real moments in their life where they will be able to participate in the decision-making process. Now, just because they're treated equal does not make them free. Because slaves were equal, but none were free. To be free, you have to have the power of self-determination, the power to take. Free people have the power of self-determination, the power to participate in the decision-making process that affects the quality of their lives. And you get in that position by going to school, getting educated, getting these jobs and getting these careers and positions by which you can then be in that kind of position to participate in the decision-making process. Vote so you can participate in the decision-making process. Become leaders in the community so you can participate in the decision-making process. Be on the school board so you can participate in the decision-making process. And if you can't do that, then you have not had any effect upon the quality of your life, and by not having any impact upon the quality of your life, then you can't say you're truly free. You're just equal among all the other slaves in this world.
Very good. Brown versus the Board of Education.
Brown versus the Board of Education.
And we've got about a minute and a half before we call an end to this show today, but the information that you've given us has gone so far beyond Brown. And of course, we are now celebrating, what, the 50th anniversary of that great decision.
Well, the implications of Brown are far exceeding Brown itself. You see, Brown established the foundation, made it possible for the 1964 Civil Rights Act, and once you had integration in the educational system, then it was just a matter of time before you had integration throughout all aspects of human life in the United States.
And I like what you said earlier, Attorney, about the Constitution of the United States being a living document. Over the last minute, say something else about that.
The United States Constitution does not say what it says it says. The United States Constitution says what the Supreme Court says that it says. And the Supreme Court will always interpret and reinterpret that Constitution to make it say what the society needs for it to say at that very moment. And that's why the Constitution is still a living document. If the Constitution was not interpreted that way, then it will become irrelevant. You cannot have a Constitution that's interpreted up against the background of 19th century needs in a 21st century obligation. The Constitution has to be interpreted to be relevant in the 21st century.
Very good. Very good. And of course, let me thank you, Attorney Blackshear, for giving us that excellent information.
Give me another 30 minutes.
Okay. And of course, let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.